We always hear about the creator economy, but what does it really take to build a career from the ground up right now? Well, we stumbled upon one creator's public roadmap, and we're just going to break it down. And look, this isn't a promotion or anything. Think of it more like a super transparent case study. It's a real time snapshot of what the modern hustle actually looks like.
And honestly, it all kicks off with this one line from the creator. It cuts right to the heart of it all. This isn't just about, making stuff for the internet. It's about a really personal, deeply human ambition to build a life doing what you love. The stakes feel so high because, well, they are. It's about happiness, right?
Okay, so what does that dream actually look like when the rubber hits the road? For creators today, it's almost never just one single thing. Nope, it's more like this whole web of interconnected goals and ambitions. And that brings us to a term you're going to hear a lot: the multi-hyphenate creator. Now, this isn't about someone who's just indecisive. It's the exact opposite. It's someone who wants to be and is a bunch of things all at the same time. We're talking about diversifying your skills, your passions, and yeah, your income streams too.
And for the creator we're looking at, multi-hyphenate is like a total understatement. We're not talking about choosing between being a YouTuber or a writer. No way. The goal is to build a career that does it all: writing books, doing voice acting, making videos, streaming games, and even creating physical toys. I mean, that is a huge amount of ambition for just one person to tackle.
Okay, but let's be real. Big dreams don't pay the bills by themselves, right? So how do you turn all that ambition into actual products, stuff people will pay for? This is where the hustle gets really, really specific. So if you're a fan of the writing, the whole hook is exclusivity. It's not just, hey, buy my book when it comes out. It's about getting you an inside look while it's all happening. You get to see chapters before anyone else, get little sneak peeks of what's next. It's about being part of the journey.
Now, for everyone watching and listening, the big sell is all about access and getting things first. And check this out. A key promise is getting YouTube videos a full week early. In the world of online video, a week is practically an eternity. And you can see this cool mix of stuff too, from regular old gameplay to more out there things like AI-generated podcasts.
And it's not all just digital, which I think is pretty cool. There's a physical side to this whole thing. By taking a hobby, in this case 3D printing, the creator can offer up these unique, tangible things like toys and custom bookmarkers. It's a perfect example of turning a personal passion project into another solid product line. All right, so you've got the dream, you've got the products. Now for the million-dollar question. Well, maybe not $1 million just yet. But how do you price all of this? Let's talk money. And this is where you can really see the wild range of work we're talking about. On one end of the scale, you've got a simple $5 commission, like a quick happy birthday video. But on the other end, a massive $250 project to voice an entire 500-page audiobook. It just goes to show you the huge spectrum of effort and value a creator has to juggle. And then there's this, a pricing model for a very 2024 kind of service: AI art commissions. And the way it's priced kind of tells its own story, right? You've got your flat fee to get the ball rolling, and then just a little extra buck for every edit or redo. It's a smart model, really, because it gets that working with AI is all about tweaking and trying again. Okay, so that's the big plan. That's the grand ambition, but what's the reality right now? This is where that dream runs headfirst into the day-to-day grind. Which leads to a pretty simple but super important question for anyone trying to do this. What's the schedule? Like, how does all this stuff get made? When can people actually tune in for a stream? And the answer is just so refreshingly, almost brutally honest. There isn't one. That's it. That one little sentence tells you everything you need to know about where things are at. This isn't some well-oiled machine just yet. It's a total work in progress. And here's the key thing to understand. The structure comes after the income. Having a fixed, reliable schedule, that's a luxury you get when this becomes your full-time job. Until that day comes, everything's just whenever it can happen. It's that classic creator catch-22, you know? You need to be consistent to grow your audience, but you need that audience growth to be able to afford to be consistent. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. What does this one person's journey really tell us about the whole creator economy? What are the big takeaways here? And really, it all boils down to this constant tension. On one side, you have the dream, right? A full-time living, doing what you love, supported directly by your fans. And on the other side, you have the current reality, juggling small and big gigs with a schedule that's all over the place.
That push and pull is basically the story of the creator economy right now.
When you get right down to it, what we're looking at here is pretty much a public business plan. It's a completely transparent blueprint. You can see every single step, the huge vision, the exact products, how they're priced, and even the real-world challenges of getting it all off the ground. It's basically a live roadmap for anyone out there who's thinking about turning their hobbies into a real career.
And that leaves us with one last big question to chew on. You know, as those lines between a hobby, a side hustle, and a full-blown career get blurrier and blurrier, is this it? Is this mix of passion, products, and direct-to-fan pricing the new career path for creatives? Looking at this, you gotta wonder if it just might be.